In the Allegory of the Cave, presented in Book 7 of the Republic, Plato offers a powerful metaphor for the human condition, education, and the nature of reality and truth. He asks us to imagine a group of people who have lived their entire lives chained inside a dark cave, facing a blank wall. Behind them burns a fire, and between the fire and the prisoners, various objects are carried along a raised path. The prisoners cannot turn their heads. They see only the shadows cast on the wall and hear echoes that they assume belong to the shadows themselves. For them, these shadows are not representations but reality itself. Plato uses this image to show how ordinary human perception, shaped by habit, culture, and unexamined assumptions, mistakes appearances for truth. Most people, he suggests, live content within this illusion, unaware that a deeper and more real world exists beyond what they immediately see. Plato then imagines what would happen if one prisoner were freed. At first, turning toward the fire causes pain and confusion. The prisoner resists the new experience and longs to return to the familiar shadows. When dragged upward and out of the cave into the sunlight, the pain intensifies, and the freed person is initially blinded. Gradually, however, the eyes adjust, first seeing reflections, then objects themselves, and finally the sun, which illuminates and gives life to everything. This ascent symbolizes the soul's journey from ignorance to knowledge, from opinion to understanding. The sun represents the highest truth, what Plato elsewhere calls the form of the good, the ultimate source of reality, intelligibility, and value. True education, therefore, is not the passive transfer of information, but a difficult reorientation of the soul, a turning away from illusion toward what truly is. Finally, Plato considers the fate of the enlightened person who returns to the cave to free others. Having adjusted to the light, the former prisoner now struggles to see in the darkness, appearing foolish to those still chained. When he tries to explain the world beyond the cave, the prisoners mock him and may even become hostile, preferring the certainty of shadows to the discomfort of doubt and transformation. Plato uses this final image to explain why philosophers are often misunderstood or persecuted in society. They challenge accepted beliefs and expose comforting falsehoods. The allegory thus serves not only as a theory of knowledge, but also as a moral and political warning. It calls individuals to pursue truth despite pain and resistance, and it challenges societies to recognize that genuine wisdom requires courage, humility, and a willingness to leave the cave of easy opinions behind.